Assalamu alaikum, dear students. First of all, congratulations on being promoted to level 6. Today, we will start our lecture series for level 6 English. I am your teacher, Saima Aziz, and the book we will start today, the name of the book is Better English Literacy Skills by Maria Raleigh. Okay, boys, today we will start our first unit number 1, that is on page number 4. The name of the unit is Paika Paika. So, all of you must take out your books on page number 4. This is your book, and the unit is Paika Paika. Okay, boys, so before starting our reading today, let me tell you that this unit has two parts. One is Paika Paika and the other is the untidy nest. So, starting off with the first paragraph, here you see a picture of a bird, and I have written a name for that bird, that is magpie. So, Paika Paika is the old name for a magpie. This bird here is magpie, as you all know, but the old name for the magpie was Paika Paika. Magpies are clever birds with big brains. So they are telling you about magpies that they are clever birds. They are very clever, very sharp-minded with so they say that magpies are clever bird with big brains. So the brains of these magpies are very big. That is why they are very sharp. When they look in a mirror, they know they are looking at themselves. Now, because they are very sharp minded, they are very clever, so they know when they look at themselves in the mirror, they know they are these magpies. However, they also have some bad habits. So, as you all know, that we discussed that magpies are clever birds, so that was their quality, but now they also have some bad habits. They are aggressive. What do you mean by aggressive? Someone who is ready to attack, someone who is ready to fight and are prepared to fight to keep what they have. Now, this is one bad quality of a magpie because it is always ready to fight for the things that it have. They can be lazy. Now, another thing about magpies are that they are lazy. Sometimes taking up to 40 days to build a nest. How much time they take to build a nest? 40 days. That is a long time. Their nests are untidy, and worst of all, their nests are untidy. Untidy means messy. And worst of all, and the most bad thing is, they steal, they rob, they take without permission. They steal from other nests. What they steal from other nests? Twigs, small branches, grass, and even eggs. Magpies also steal shiny items such as rings and chains. So as you all know that birds make their nest, and in that nest they have their eggs or small branches. That nest is made of small branches and grass. So magpies, they like to steal that things from other nests. So they steal, and they are very lazy, and also they are aggressive. But they are very clever birds. They are very sharp minded. Birds is a noun and clever is your adjective. Brains is noun and big is adjective. Same is the case is prepared. That is the second form of prepare. Okay. They can be lazy. Their nests are untidy, messy. They steal, they rob, and they steal shiny items. Item is noun and shiny is adjective. Now, boys, before starting this next part, we will look at this purple block. This says this story is a fable. Now, what is a fable? A fable is a story that is made up but that teaches a message. Fables usually include animals, birds, or plants that talk. Fables make us think because there are elements of truth in them. Now they say that this story is a fable. And what is a fable? A fable is a story that is made up, that is not in reality, but it gives you some message, it gives you a lesson. So, in the fables, the animals and the birds they talk. Normally, when the animals they talk, you do not understand their language. But in fables, the animals or birds, they talk in your language, and that gives you a message at the end. Okay, it has an element of truth in them. So the first part was about Paika Paika, that is a magpie, and the magpie looks like a crow, but it has gray, white, and blue feathers. And then the next part is a story. The title of the story is The Untidy Nest, the Messy Nest, the Disordered Nest. Now here you see an owl. An owl is teaching to birds, and there is a nest having eggs in it, but we do not know what the owl is teaching to the birds. And here you can see a magpie flying. Now let's see what is in the unit. Long ago, the wise old owl was teaching the birds to make nests. Now, this was the old wise owl. And what was it teaching the birds? How to make their nest. They were all listening and learning. Now, who were listening and learning? All the birds, except, apart from, other than, for one. Who was that one? Paika Paika, the magpie. So all the birds were listening to the owl, but one bird was not listening, and that was Paika Paika. Every time the owl spoke, what is spoke? It is a second form of speak. So every time the owl spoke, the clever, the sharp, confident, the bold magpie would say, caw caw, I knew that before. So, knew is the second form of know. They say that when the owl was teaching the birds, every time this bird, the magpie, would say that I know it all before, I know how to make a nest. After a while, after some time, the other birds got fed up with the magpie. What do you mean by fed up? Tired, exhausted. Well, if you know it all, you can finish your nest yourself. So they said that if you know how to make a nest, go make your nest by yourself. You do not need to learn it. Said the owl. The birds flew away. What is flew? Second form of fly. So all the birds flew away and left the chattering. Chattering means gossiping, talking. Magpie alone. So magpie was left alone, and all the birds, including the owl, they flew away. That is why, this is the reason, to this day, the magpie is slow at building a nest. Now, in this paragraph, you studied that a magpie takes 40 days to build a nest. So, this is the reason that it is so lazy, because it did not understand and learn how to make a nest, and steals from other birds. And that is also mentioned here that it steals shiny items. And untidy, a messy, half-made bundle of sticks. Half-made bundle of sticks is the best he can produce or it can make. So to this day, the magpie is unable to prepare a neat nest. So this was all the story about Paika Paika, and that is a fable, a story that gives you a lesson. Fine. So boys, according to your first unit, I have prepared some words meanings for you. The first word is clever, which means wise or sharp-minded. Aggressive means angry, attacking. Untidy means messy, disordered. Worst means awful. Twigs means small branches. Fed up means tired or exhausted. Chattering means gossiping or talking. Produce means to make. Steal means to rob. Except means other than or apart from. So, boys, I hope you all understand and enjoyed this first unit, Paika Paika, the magpie, and you learned some message from this untidiness story. That is a fable that gives you a lesson, and that is also very interesting. I hope you all enjoyed it, and now you will prepare this unit for your next activities. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.